Hi, and welcome back to Quick Tips of the Day by Cher Louise. And today we're going to be discussing ironing. Ironing. Now, ironing came from the Roman era, but it wasn't called ironing in those days. It was called ainos, which means to iron or to get somebody else to do it for you. So, if they wanted to say that they had ironed, they would say ainont. If they wanted to say I am ironing, or you're getting your slave to do it, it was ainosing. If you was going to say I'm going to iron, so you're going to say to somebody, can you go and iron this for me? They would say ainosai. And when your slave has ironed, it's ainosai. So it's quite interesting to know that, because a lot of people don't realise where the word ironing comes from. So the Romans, obviously, what they did was they used hot stones when they were unrissing. And they'd have a damp cloth underneath it. And then they put the stone on top of it. And they'd smooth, or their slaves would smooth it over the togas. So when they went to their toga parties, they were like, you're looking fine there, mister. And the old centurion would be standing there looking pretty fine in his nice, clean, white, shiny, ainosed toga. Anyway, he fell out of fashion. The Romans left Britannius. And we just walked around just as our clothes were, basically. We weren't bothered, you know. It gets washed, it gets dried in the air, it gets put on. What more could you do with it? Anyway, it came back to the Victorian era. And obviously Queen Victoria wanted to look her best all the time. And she had found out that there was a very famous explorer called, I'm going to find it. And he had made this amazing discovery at the Colosseum. Now, not a lot of people know this, so please, please spread the word. Mr. I'm going to find it had discovered these hot stones in an emporium, and he was wondering what they're used for, but he could see like there was like finger marks on them, like indentations, because the amount of times they'd been used, and obviously by the slaves while they were ainosing. And then he found some scribes, and he discovered from these scrolls that Ainunt and Ainus came along. And he was like, oh my word, I have to tell the world. And so Queen Victoria said, you must show me, I am so interested. And when she got shown, she said, yes, please, I would like to have my clothes Ainus. So that was the British version of Ainus. We put E and D at the end of it. Anyway, there was a very famous maid within Queen Victoria's household, and her job was to ainos everything. And imagine a great big castle like that, all those people on her, and they've got this one little lady trying to ainos. It must have done a little head in. Anyway, she was about 17, 18 at the time. So she'd been working there since she was 12, but it was about when she was about 17, 18. So she was given all this linen to do one day. And she thought, I just cannot ainos anymore. And she was just quite getting frustrated. She was like ainosing and ironing. Don't know how she managed to put the words together, but it went from ainos to I iron. So first of all, it was I, then on. So they put it as I on. And then the R came in, Iron. And people would go, well, you can't Iron because that's a man's name, Ron, which is true. So they came on because of the iron technology came along, and they decided iron. It's amazing how these things come out. It really is. And so they were using hot irons shaped as we've got like an iron now. So it's very coincidental they were using iron to do that. That was handy, as it was named ironing. I thought that was very handy. And obviously, then when it came to the 20th century, technology moved on. So now we've got iron shaped like this, which is a very nice piece of equipment. And we also have a water jug. a water jug. Water jug. And what you do is you fill this up with water, not anything else. You fill this up with water, and then you open it up and you tip it in. Tip, 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 tip. And this becomes filled inside. And then when you like my new nails, a bit rather sparkly, sorry. Then when it comes to ironing, as it started to be known as, you'd press these buttons on the top here and steam would be emitted. Steam. And that helped with the ironing process to ensure that the clothes became flatter and smoother quicker, which made the job quicker for your servants. Anyway, today, as you can see, being a Sunday, I have a load of ironing to do. And this is classified as ironing because it's been washed and dried and it needs to be smoothed with the iron. You getting it now? You have the iron to go onto the ironing so it becomes smooth. And for today's purposes, here's some I have ironed earlier. There we go. See? And see how nice and smooth that is? See? All nice and smooth, no crinkles. And that is how you iron. Well, I hope that was okay for you today. I'm really pleased you joined me, and thanks for tuning in to Quick Tips of the Day. See you soon. Bye.